This is Chattooga High School, and welcome to our One Tribe Weekly.
Hello, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Michaela.
Welcome to our One Tribe Weekly. On the 7th, we'll have chicken tenders and mashed potatoes. On the 8th, we'll have barbecue sandwiches or pizza. On the 9th, we'll have chili with cinnamon rolls. And on the 10th, we'll have chicken chunks and cornbread.
Baseball travels to Dade on the 7th. Games start at 5. They also host Dade at home on the 9th and travel back to Dade on the 10th. Both games start at 5. Soccer travels to Coosa on the 7th. Girls start at 4:30 and boys follow. The track and field team travels to Gordon Central on the 9th. The meet starts at 4.
Your two Spanish students recently went on a trip with Miss Reyes. Here are some interviews about how that went.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here with
Miss Reyes.
Miss Reyes. Took her class on a Spanish field trip last week. And Miss Reyes, where did y'all go?
We went to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right, and what did y'all do there?
We watched the Arts and Dance Experience show in Tennessee.
Okay, and what was the purpose of this field trip?
We explored the standard of learning outside of the classroom, which incorporated both Spanish and Latin arts and culture.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here with
Brian.
And
Tatum.
Brian and Tatum went on the Spanish field trip last week. And Brian, what all did y'all do?
We went to go see a performance that represented the Spanish culture. We got to sing, dance, and I personally cheered on.
All right, and Tatum, what was your favorite part about this field trip?
My favorite part of the field trip was when we got to go up on the stage and dance. Our whole group got to go up there and they taught us how to do a Spanish dance.
In this interview, Mr. Talent will tell us about his forensics class and their latest studies on arson. Can you please explain the project?
So this project is my arson investigation project. It's called Burn It Down. And the students learned about arson detection, and then they created popsicle stick houses, which we then set on fire, and then they swapped the houses to investigate for different types of arson, and then they're going to write up a formal report about it after the fact, just like a real arson investigator would in the real world.
How does this relate to forensics?
So this falls into my arson and explosives unit, which is physical evidence. And so it's just one of the many aspects that where we use science to solve crimes every day.
Do you like teaching forensics?
I do. It's a fun course. It's interesting, and we get to do lots of hands-on things. And so the students really like it. And when the students like it, it makes it really fun for me.
good luck to all of our skills competition teams as they have a competition.
Now for the question of the week.
Hey, I'm Ellen. I'm here with.
Jalen Fanford,
And the question of the week is, if you could live in any decade, which one would you live in?
1970s.
Why?
It seems cool.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here with Hit. And the question of the week is, if you could be alive in any decade, what would it be?
The 80s for the style.
You could put it on in the 80s?
With the headbands and stuff.
Hey, I'm Ellen. I'm here with. Allie. And the question of the week is, if you could live in any decade, which one would you live in?
1970s,
Why?
because I can dance to either mood.
Okay.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here with
TK.
All right, and the question of the week is, if you could be alive in any decade, what would you choose?
The 80s,
Why the 80s?
because the culture.
Hey, I'm Ellen. I'm here with.
Devin Campbell.
And the question of the week is, if you could live in any decade, which one would you live in?
Probably the 90s for the music.
All right, I'm Tyler, and I'm here with
Trey.
And if you could be alive in any decade, which one would you choose?
1980s.
All right, but why?
Disco balls.
Disco balls are pretty fire, I'm not going to lie. I'm Tyler, and I'm here with
Jace Goodson.
And the question of the week is, if you could be alive in any decade, what would it be?
Probably the 90s,
Why?
because the 90s are fun.